Spyderco Paramilitary 2, Blade HQ exclusive, the CTS-204, excuse me, CTS-BD1N blade steel, and the all aluminum slabs with the insert, let's see that in there, compression lock, just like the copper version of this of the knife that Blade HQ put out. So basically put an insert compression lock in a groove inside the solid slab and then pinching it down with the standoff, kind of like the Para 3 lightweight, if you're familiar with that. The big difference between this one and the copper is it's not a pocket tank. It's actually lighter, you know, than the standard G10 version. We'll show you that here in a minute. I just did the video, nice video, pretty much said everything I wanted to say, and I realized that I had the flash, you know, the light on to try to show the scales, and the digital scale I had was just blanked out with white light, so I want to be able to show that. It's a beautiful knife. There is no, it looks like it's contoured, but it's not. It's a really cool effect. It's almost like layered G10, but it is a flat slab. There's really no, you know, it is radiused on the side, but not, I don't think there's any more than what normally is there. So there was 3 colors, and which is nice about me talking about this now, as I was talking about them doing other ones. And in the paperwork it does show something, so I'll show you that too. So green, blue, and purple dropped $140, which I thought was a great deal. People were hemming and hawing on it on the forums. They didn't like the blade steel, blah, blah, blah. I think there's a lot of people that are going to be bummed that they missed out. This is a nice knife, in my opinion. 60-61 aluminum scales, no liners, weight 3.25 ounces, and that's a little off too. It's actually, I'll show you, it's 3.45 according to my scale. We'll just pull that out right now. Hopefully I'm not going to blind it again. We'll put it over here. So we're in ounces. You can see that 3.45. The standard one's always usually around 3.80 or 3.90, depending on what kind of scale you got. So it is lighter. It's just not quite as what they were showing on Blade HQ, but you know, it's a lighter knife. So it does look like, this is what I saw when I was reading this. Here's the paperwork. And it shows, it talks about the scales, red, green, blue, orange, purple, and black. So they've dropped 3 here. It looks like there's 3 more coming, which is awesome. If you people that missed out on this knife, in my opinion, you're going to want to buy it. I don't usually recommend things like that, but I like, you know, titanium. I like, the copper's just a little heavy, but I like metal scales. I've done those bug outs where I've added those rock scale designs. I just like the rigidity and feel of aluminum. Yeah, it'll scratch up a little bit like Protex and everything, but it's nice. It's solid. And this machining they put on here, it's grippy, so I tried flicking the knife open a few times to test how slippery it was. People know what I'm talking about, where when you take a clip off, you know, your hands normally try to index that, and there was no issues at all with the knife trying to slip out of my hand without the clip on there. It's got good texture without being a pants rip. I don't think it's going to be ripping your pants up. It's nicely done. It is, you know, the stop pin screws and the pivot they had a little bit of side-to-side play in it when I got it, so I tuned it out, and so it is free dropping now with no side play. It's got a tiny bit of lock stick, but that's normal. Depends on how hard you flick it out. You know, if you roll it out, it's not there. So just very nicely done by Spyderco. $140. You know, when they do come out or they do drop again, I would highly recommend getting the other colors. Hopefully they come out with some different variations in DLC, you know, with some black screws. I think I'm going to be messing with that. I have a M4 blade or 20 CV blade. That's, you know, DLC with the black screws. I'm just not quite sure about. You know, I'm usually pretty good at getting the lanyard tube out of the G10. I'm just not sure about this, how hard it is, what kind of damage you would do to the aluminum. I'm gonna have to look into that. But solid slabs, very lightweight. Let's just see about the width. It's not like the Micarta PM2. It's identical to the standard, so pretty much the same, except lighter weight. And you know, if you like this texturing on here in the pattern, don't hesitate the next time they drop. It's a fantastic knife. So wanted to get it up on video. I haven't been around. Had family in town, had a wedding, you know, just been hanging out with granddaughters. Life's been good. Hope everybody's doing well. Merry Christmas. And if I don't do a video before New Year, have a Happy New Year. Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Blade HQ. Exclusive. The blue aluminum scales and the CTS-BD1N blade steel.